Suhasini Haidar, who's diplomatic editor at the daily newspaper The Hindu. She joins us from New Delhi. Suhasini, what about the calculations that were made by the ruling BJP party when they were putting this bill forward? Do you think they realized the extent of opposition there would be to it?
Well, clearly, the real confusion here is that the opposition comes from two completely different extremes. There are those that are opposing the bill inside India because they are constitutionalists who believe that this violates India's secular constitution, i.e. it makes a citizenship rule which is religion specific and only allows those refugees of various religions but not Islam to apply for automatic citizenship and go through a fast track. And those ones that are fleeing what India calls religious persecution in Pakistan, Afghanistan, Bangladesh. The fires and the protests that you're seeing possibly on your screens are really about those who believe none of the refugees should really be allowed to get this citizenship on a fast track because they're actually anti-immigrants or anti-illegal immigration. So you're seeing two completely different ends, both protesting and both opposing the bill the government has put together. Your question, was the government taken by surprise? I think they were definitely taken by surprise, particularly in the state of Assam, from where you're seeing these pictures. Remember, Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe was expected to come to India on Sunday and travel just to Guwahati, where you're seeing these fires. Posters and billboards with Mr. Abe and Mr. Modi have been since ripped down, have been burnt, and the Ministry of External Affairs is expected to announce shortly whether they can even go ahead with that visit. So there has been some amount of miscalculation for sure.
OK, what about the next step in terms of those who oppose it? It seems pretty clear, doesn't it, that there will be some sort of appeal made to the Supreme Court to make a judgment about this bill. Is it too simplistic to say that India's constitution is secular and quite clearly this is not? And does that lend any kind of analysis to what the Supreme Court might say?
No, certainly. There are many parts of it that were contested even in Parliament, and the main opposition party, Congress, has said as soon as the bill is notified by the president, they are going to go and move the Supreme Court. One particular party, the IUML, the Muslim League, has already gone to court, essentially contesting that if the Indian constitution does not allow, gives equality to all, regardless of religion, then how can you make a citizenship law religion specific? The government will definitely challenge that. But I think the question is one of time, because the Supreme Court has, for example, we saw after the Jammu and Kashmir move in August, the Supreme Court has not moved with any haste to listen to the cases that challenge the constitutionality of that order. So it's a question of whether the government is able to bring the situation under control. The fires you're seeing, there's already an internet ban, a curfew in many parts of the state, and we're hearing of more violence there. Whether the government's able to bring those under control in the short term, because the Supreme Court process may take a while.
Suhasini, thank you so much indeed. Suhasini Haidar speaking to us from New Delhi.